Jumping on here to kind of give a little take of what I'm seeing here as the snowstorm. It's been talked about just about everywhere now. Weather community, even in the general public, I've seen lots of snow maps coming around. And while there is some heavy snow potential, I want to kind of, now that we're getting into the range of the higher resolution, more mesoscale, more small scale environment, when we're looking at these storms, for this storm, I want to kind of give a little overview here of what I'm seeing. And so here we go. Today, kind of cloudy around here in central Indiana. Big Arctic high still setting to our north, and it will continue to make its presence known. We'll pull the energy here. See a little bit. If you notice right there, there's a little bit of snow up there in far northern Indiana, northern Illinois, and that could be a 1 to 3 inch deal. There is a little piece of energy up there that's causing that. The big boys out here going to be organizing out here. First, it comes down into the Rockies as a potent storm system under 1,000 millibars. So we get some good snows out there, and then the energy will dive to the south around the base of this very strong high because it acts like a brick wall, and then the energy will redevelop onto the south. And I'm going to show you here. This is as we're getting into Sunday. You can see some blue already appearing in Indiana, and I've talked about that as well. That's another upper level piece of energy that's going to be coming ahead on Sunday of the main storm, and that could be a 1 to 3 inch deal for some folks as well, maybe locally higher. And then as we continue to roll on here, look how far south this low is. This is the main storm right here. And generally, when you're looking at really big storms, you look for a really digging storm with a deep pressure on it below 1,000 millibars. This thing is over 1,000 millibars. And as you can see here, decent snow's coming. And I hate to say this, maybe more freezing rain for parts of Kentucky. Lord have mercy, they don't need it anymore. But this high, even though it's a little weaker, it's still a pretty strong high, and it's acting to kind of put a push on this low, so it doesn't get a chance to dig and pull as far north and wind up and just completely dump us, like has been talked about. So then we roll here a little bit further. See there. So I want to also go to the snowfall predictions, and again, take these with a grain of salt, if you will, because model-based snowfall prediction maps usually are off in one way or the other, because they deal with limited data, and it's just if you get one little convective band that pops up over you and just sets over you for a little bit, and the models can't see it because it's so small scale, you can easily get a couple of additional inches of snow from that. So here we go. I'm gonna bring us in closer. There's the storm for later today and tomorrow. Here's the little piece ahead of the main storm right there, and then there's the main storm right there. Decent track for us to get some pretty good snow, but it's awfully weak. It's a lot weaker than some past model output. So I want to kind of keep that in mind. And here we go during the 12-hour accumulated snowfall. Every 12 hours, there's the little deal coming into tonight and the weekend. We'll pull back here. There's the initial storm right there, the little weaker storm coming in over. So that, like I said, could be a 1 to 3 locally higher type deal. And then we go to the end of the output right here, as far as it'll go, which this will take us into Monday afternoon. And this is probably another additional 2 to 4, much heavier down to the south, along the Ohio River into northern, central, and western, central Kentucky and western Tennessee. So in terms of this being like a big, half a foot of snow, a foot of snow type ordeal or anything like that, model trends suggest that may not happen, that this may be on the lower end, but still, after the 2 storms pass, we could easily have over a half a foot of snow on the ground from 2 storms total, but not from just one big storm. Now areas downstate, may actually approach that at times, depending on how well the banding is and how much warm air gets pulled into this thing. Because the other problem is, as we've seen here in recent days, warmer air gets pulled into this thing. You know, you can have a freezing rain scenario like they have in Kentucky and down in Texas. Massive traffic accident in the Dallas area yesterday. Over 100 vehicles involved. Almost 10 people killed, I think. But looky here. You can see there comes the pink on the map right there. And as you can see, even a mixture tries to get into southern Indiana there as well. And it's going to depend how much warm air gets pulled up over at the top of this colder air at the surface. That will also not only affect snowfall totals, but will also affect how much we ultimately get. So right now, it's hard to put a number on. I think the initial storm piece of energy on Sunday may give us 1 to 3 isolated local higher amounts, and then the main push may be more kind of a 3 to 6 with locally higher type amounts. But I will continue to monitor, and we'll see how things go. And yes, later in the week, we got another one to watch.